Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to take you on a little tour of my gaming slash productivity setup. Right, so beginning the tour, let's start with this microphone here that I have. This is my Shure SM7B. I use it to record vocals with my band, Speaking of Tragedies. And I also sometimes use it for live streaming, but I don't really stream too much. This is a pop filter I got on Amazon for like $12, nothing too fancy. And this is a isolation shield that I use to avoid reverb and echoes with the rest of the room. This here is my guitar case. I have an Epiphone Les Paul Gothic. It's a pretty cool guitar. Over here I have my Corsair lapboard, which I use to place my keyboard in, as well as my mouse whenever I want to game on the TV. All right. Here I have my studio monitors left and right for whenever I want to mix or simply listen to some audio on the computer. Here I have my Audio-Technica ATH M50X headphones. They're a great set of headphones. I use them when I'm recording vocals. I use them if I just want to have some listen to some music or anything, YouTube videos maybe, while people are at home, maybe it's late, don't want to wake them up, have some headphones on hand. And this is a Turtle Beach microphone that I was gifted. I don't really use it, but I have it kind of set up as a bit of a prop as well as a headphone stand. And here's the monitor, kind of the center of attention over here. This is my Asus 27-inch 1440p 160 hertz monitor. I love this thing. Honestly, it's really amazing. It's IPS, so the viewing angles are really great. The color accuracy is fantastic. I'm in love with it. Honestly, it's a fantastic monitor. I spent quite a bit of money on it a few years ago, but it hasn't done me wrong, and I still have it to this day. This right here is my UR22 interface. I have my headphones plugged into here, as well as the microphone in the first input, and I have the second input available if I want to record with my guitar. This is my K63 wireless by Corsair. It's only blue, it's not RGB, but it's a great little keyboard. You can take this off, this wrist rest off, and go ahead and put it inside of the lapboard I showed you guys earlier. It's a great little keyboard, I love it, and I don't have to have any ugly cables going behind it and onto my desk. This is my Corsair Dark Core RGB mouse, and same story, just no cables, full wireless. And what's actually really cool about both of these is that I ended up buying little magnetic tips from NetDot on Amazon. And basically NetDot makes these magnetic cables with detachable tips. So kind of like the MagSafe quick relief on the old MacBook Pros. And so it has a little little tip right there. So convert my micro USB to just an adapter. The cable that they provide. And what I have here is that I actually have a cable clip tied on the back of my monitor, so that I can just clip it on back there when I'm not using it, and whenever my mouse or keyboard need a charge, I just go ahead and magnetically attach the cables. And then when I'm not using it, I just put it back over here in the clip, and voila, it's not there anymore. All right, so moving on for the rest of the setup. I have this iPad here just sometimes if I want to watch videos while I'm gaming or anything like that. It's available to me, and then sometimes I use it as an ebook reader. And then moving on, this is basically where everything else is. The computer that I'm using, this guy here, I have a 2700, I have a GTX 1060, and I have a 1 terabyte SSD. Looking to upgrade my storage soon, but as of now, I have this external 2.5 inch drive. 3.5 inch 2 terabyte drive for now. Then we have my PS4 Pro, along with my Kingdom Hearts pop figures, and the art book that came with the deluxe edition of Kingdom Hearts 3. Then next to that, I have my Nintendo Switch Pokemon Eevee Edition. I would have a Joy-Con there, but I actually sent it out to Nintendo for repair due to the joystick drift issue, unfortunately, Joy-Con drift. So hopefully I'll get that back within a week or so, and we'll have that back up and running. And next to that, I have my Wii, as well as Final Fantasy 1 and 4 for the PSP on display. These are actually sealed, so that's why I have them there. I play PSP games on my Vita, so I actually don't have a PSP anymore, but I like collecting Final Fantasy stuff, so I have those out. Then here I kind of just have a little box with random memorabilia, notebooks, kind of cables I don't use very often, stuff like that, as well as my Ni no Kuni 2 art book. Next to that, I have my Game Boy Advance SP, my Game Boy Color Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild strategy guide. I honestly just got it for the artwork, but I love it. It's actually really pretty, and really it just kind of completes the setup. Then as well, next to that, I have Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2, Fate Extella for the PS Vita, some more pop figures, as well as the rest of my PS4 games, and this little tank from Valkyria Chronicles 4 Collector's Edition. I loved it. Very great game. I recommend you guys check it out. And then over here I just have some books, as well as where I plug everything in behind that. And I have this cable up here. This is also one of the magnetic cables from NetDot that I mentioned before. All right. And the TV, which is honestly just an old 32-inch TV that I had laying around. Probably going to upgrade to a 4K setup relatively soon, but as of now, this is what I've got. It's like 1080i. It's nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. As well as in my desk, in the drawer, I have controllers, PS4, Switch Pro controller, as well as a couple external hard drives and the remote for the TV, as well as a bunch of microfiber cloths. And that's about it, guys. It's not too big of a setup. It's just, functional. It does what it needs to do, and not too many bells and whistles. Hopefully I can switch out my 1060 graphics card for a 2070 Super relatively soon, and I'll be able to max out my gaming capabilities on my monitor. Guys, that's the end of the video. If you guys liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.